would you remind me, so you will ask question and I'll just answer?
Oh, so this area over here, this is where the students can come in and work?
Yep, this is the Multicultural Center. We have a computer lab for students to use the computer, printer as well. And this could be study area. We have free phone where they dial 8 and they can use that phone.
Oh.
And this is for a student to come and study.
Oh.
We have all kind of resources here. Student support services, TRIO programs, they have a computer and a free printer for their students.
Oh, okay.
Right over there, that corner. And we have this rack right here has a lot of resources, application for student support services, UAA, application for financial aid.
Woohoo!
Yeah, where they can have their own little corner for like study
little
area.
privacy, yeah.
Yep, and over there is notice boards, any announcement, community, employment, magazines. We receive magazines as well. Sometimes we have TVs going on too.
Oh, big screen.
Yep, we have community advertisement like the Polynesians, luau, winter luau.
Yes.
The Polynesian Association of Alaska.
And
then
that's...
we have the lounge, and free coffee, of course.
Oh, okay.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Good, good, good.
I cut people's heads off because I know they don't always want to get...
But yeah, anywhere. And we have Mr. Thorns, like if you need anything, advisors, we do in that room. And free map, any resources you need to know about UAA, you can find it here.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So it's one-stop shopping.
Yes, it is. For any color students, any minority. This is your station.
Oh, okay.
Come here. Take advantage of the
Now,
resources you have.
Now, what are the hours of operation here?
8 to 5, Monday through Friday.
You do close for lunch?
No, we don't. We work our lunch. Sometimes we eat and work for lunch.
Most people do.
Yes.
But it's good to know that you can come at any time.
Yep, anytime. And we open late when it's close to midterm and final. And we provide snacks, lunch, workshops for freshmen, and sophomores, and juniors, seniors. And yeah, we do cultural events.
Oh,
like,
okay.
The Hispanic months or Asian Pacific months. We kind of bring in maybe a dish of that cultures or a speakers or so we do celebrate
Cultural awareness. Yeah.
Here on campus.
So,
African American, like the Martin Luther King. We celebrate that. And Upward Bound is we housed here. Ms. Shauna Dunn is my program manager. It's just the two of us operating Upward Bound. We have part-time tutors and summertime. We have 6-week summer programs.
And what's the purpose or the mission statement for Upward Bound?
We help low-income and first-generation students to successfully graduate from high school and enroll in a program of secondary education. It doesn't have to be UAA. They can go to Harvard. They can go anywhere in the United States.
Oh.
So these students are low-income and first-generation students. They're the first one to go to college, and we do provide, even pay for their admission fees, and give them anything they need to be successful. That's what our mission is.
Now you personally, you're doing a outreach for Tonga for a library?
Yes, I am in the process of building the first public library. Not building, but starting the first public library of Tonga. There's a building already donated for the library. I didn't have to do that. My uncle in the other end, and the support from the Ministers of Education, Honorable Anna Daufe Ulingaki, long Tongan name, who's also in a search for a shipping company from the other end, and also helped me relieve that I don't have to worry about paying the custom fees, the freight, when the books gets to Tonga. It's about $10,000 to ship a container from Alaska to Tonga. But yeah, it takes a long time.
Oh.
And I can truck my books to LA and then ship from LA to Tonga. Might be the cheapest way to do that, but find resources, and I'm working on trying to do fundraising with Miss Gwen to ship the books to Tonga. And Tonga is located in South Pacific. We are the first island to see the first sunrise every day. We start the day. We're located on the international date lines, and here I am at the last frontier.
First and last, just a package deal.
So, there was a tsunami that hit Tonga and Samoa, my neighbors are Samoa and Fiji, in September of 2009. And I was sitting on my desk, in my little cubicle over there, and I was panicking. My director came in and said, "Kato, did you know there's a tsunami in Tonga?" And first thought is, Grandma don't know how to swim. And she is 83 at that time, and I just, worry about my family, because I was born here but grew up in Tonga. And after high school, Grandma said, "You got to go to America, get your education, you have to be able to stand on your own 2 feet." And I didn't want to leave. I'm like, "No, I want to take care of you." And she's like, "Well, I'll be fine." And she's 85 now, still alive, and here I am, here at UAA. So I came to the United States to pursue education, going to college, and I've had a job here at UAA. And I'm still a student. I graduated with my associate. I'm still pursuing a bachelor in economics and working full-time, going to school part-time. I have to learn that, because America, you have to work.
Oh, yeah.
We don't pay rent.
Oh.
So we own the land. And, for me, I went to school full-time. There's no, my family take care of me. But when I come to America, my mother told me that you have to have working experience, you have to pay rent, insurance, all that. It's not in Tonga's lifestyle. So money was not an issue back in Tonga, but here in America, you gotta have that. So
that's why you
kind of prolonged me from going to school part-time and working full-time.
Well, see, now you have work and school at the same time. You're working at the school.
Yes, which is a big, huge blessing, because working here at UAA, my mindset is always in an educational environment, and I learn and grow up here. The last 12 years of my life working here at UAA, I started off as a student worker. However, education has been part of my life for a long time, since kindergarten. And I'm still going to school, and I value education. So I sat at my desk after the tsunami and asked the questions, what am I going to do to help my people? That's how this library project started. And I called my mom, my grandma, I called every phone number in Tonga for a couple of days. I couldn't get a hold of anybody. And finally, I get a hold of my uncle who raised me in Tonga, my mom's brother. And his son answered the phone. And my uncle's married to a teacher, and she passed away, and they have 4 kids. And my cousins answered the phone, and I said, "Is everybody okay?" I was panicking, trying to figure out is everybody okay? And he's like, "Yeah, everybody's okay. Nobody died, but I'm concerned about all the books that we have were wet. It was like the last day on earth with the tsunami. You have to hold on to something. Water was sweeping everything away." And he just figured out there's no more little books for him to read. So he asked me, "Do you have any books that you can send me? What book are you reading?" I said, "Well, I'm reading my textbook because I'm going to class at that time, and the Bible." And he's like, "Well, send me some book." And I work here, but every time I go to the mail rooms at UAA underneath the bookstore, I notice there's a shelves full of books, free books. And I start looking through books and pick 4 books before I called Tonga, and it was sitting at my desk, and I turned around and I said, "Yeah, I have 4 books here. I'm going to send it to you, and I can go to the bookstore and get you some new, books." So books was just in my head after talking to him, and I thought to myself, I'm going to send him some book. And then I thought to myself, there's no library. There's no public library. There's a lot of elders, including my grandma, who doesn't speak English. And usually if I have books, I translate it, And I thought, I can start a small little library in the village for my uncle's kids and and then the little kids around the neighborhood. So I started making flyers, send out email to a few people, and next thing happened, I have people lying up here coming toward my office and donated box of books. And I fill up my car, I fill up my office with books, I took books home, my bedroom, and my mom said, well, the house might collapse because we have a lot of books and it's so heavy. And so I ended up storing them. Thanks for the Northway Mall. The director of Northway Mall gave me a space, which is now the Burlington there. But before the Burlington, I had collected my books in there, thanks to Maotosi as well, who shared office with me. I've started my books there.
Oh.
And it expanded that I almost took half of the space.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's time to go. So we went and asked the Northway Mall manager, and he offered the space which is now the Burlington now. And I store there my books, and I get more and more and more. And shipping the books, there's no international book rates. So I've done all my research, run to the post office, send a box of books, which cost me about almost $400 because they're so heavy.
Oh, yeah.
For one box of books. I have over 500 boxes of books. I have over 35,000.
That makes my next question. Well, the next question I was going to say, if you could, give your full name and an address of where you would like for people to send donations of books to, if you are interested in getting more, or if somebody out there might have a location that you can use to store the books in. Want to give your name and contact information at this time for the studio audience, and then we could see if we could help you in that little venture.
Yes, my name is Kato Kakala Ha'unga. It's a long name, but you can call me Kato. But my phone number is 907-744-9429, which is a cell phone I designate for the library cell phone.
Oh.
You can call that number. I do store my book. I pay $269 every month for storage room fees. I've spent about $7,000 on my own money. The public storage by Burlington South Side, that's where I store my books. And I have filled up that storage room, which is enough to be a small little container. Thanks to the help of Claire Stockers she's the Director of Development Library, Lusick Library. They've donated pallets of books, and the bookstore, the University of Alaska Anchorage, UAA bookstores, they've donated pallets of textbooks, used textbooks, which will help the pre-college program that my uncle and I are starting in Tonga for the textbook.
Oh, okay.
And thanks for all the citizens of Alaska. I can't explain. I have a list of names. The church as well, and the UAA community, the Anchorage community. I can't name all the organizations who helped donate books. And that's how many books I have so far, 35,000 books. And if anybody have a storage room which is free, who would like to rent me a free space to store my books there, I wouldn't mind transferring maybe 16 pallets of books in the storage room to that, and then organize it before I shipped it. I've organized, but then I have collected more. So I need more space to kind of categorize the books. And I'm using Dewey Decimal, just the old-fashioned way since time.
Oh, yeah.
I've collected media, so I have tons of VHS series, CDs, so
you're taking a little bit of not just textbooks, a little bit of everything.
No, a little bit of everything, because this is the first public library.
And educational software, maybe?
Yes, everything. There's someone who already donated a printer or a computer, which is, I'm eventually going to get into it to get a computer system going to check out books. And if you've been to Mountain View Library, that's my vision. I draw a little plan and a little map before the Mountain View Library started. And when I walk in there, I'm like, somebody got my visions. But anyway, it was just a small little idea before, but it was wonderful because I worked together with Claire Stockers for a long time, and she's been a great mentor for me with my library. so many organizations like the Polynesian Association of Alaska Bridge Builders. I can't name all the people I work with.
Yeah.
And Gwen, it's a pleasure meeting you because with your organization, it will help me develop and enhance my outreach to the community to know about the projects I do. I'm trying to connect the Anchorage to Tonga Islands. I'm here last frontier, North Pole, and I'm coming from south. Tonga means south. And I'm connecting north to south through books, through educations. And my big ideas is helping the future immigrants to America, educate them, because the more education they have, less crimes. Good educated people will bring into our country, which is America. I feel like I'm dual citizenship. So
There's a lot of that here.
It's divided, Tonga and America. But I'm doing I'm trying to be positive myself as an example, but also doing positive projects to help the future generations of Tonga, through education, because education is powerful. Without education, I don't know where I'm going to end up being. And so having this library, it would definitely be a great benefit for the nation, the Kingdom of Tonga. Tonga is still owned by a king and a queen, and I'm networking to a point that Alaska would have a place in Tonga. I named the library the Northern Lights Library.
Oh.
The Northern represent Alaska. The lights represent the books from Alaska. I just want to tie in everything I do in Alaska and take it back to my little country and let them know how thankful and grateful I am to live here in Alaska, to have a wonderful, diverse culture. And I felt welcome here. Even when I walk into the bookstore here, the new student orientation have a big sign with different cultures, with the Tongan, Malo and Lele saying hello in Tonga. It's in the bookstore right in front. So I felt welcome coming into UAA because I've seen a language that I know, which is my language. They even acknowledge that. So I felt grateful that I work here at UAA and I'm a student here at UAA, and the little projects that I do to help my country. It's just a way of me giving back because they had raised me for 17 years, even though I was born here. And that richness of having to know my cultures and bringing that to America and share with my fellow Tongans are here. I felt grateful.
Well, you are to be commended, and we do thank you for all this insight and the work that you're doing. We help you as much as we can, as you know, and we hope that someone out there watching will be willing to help as well. And we join you in saying thank you to those that have helped and those that are going to be helping. Thank you, Kato.
Thank you so much. And if you'd like more information, please feel free to call me.
Give us your number one more time.
My name is Kato Kakala Ha'unga, the founder of Northern Lights Library, Anchorage Tonga Connection. My cell phone number, if you want to help, is 907-744-9429.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.